Paintball nerd.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Oliver Lang. Do you have an item that's special to you that you can't step on the field without?
For sure, back in the day, it was the headband. It was something that you could carry over year to year, especially once you got, new gun, new pads, new pants, new goggles, new loaders. Like that stuff kind of became like expendable. You were wearing them, and if they were working for you, you better keep using it. It was like kind of like a little magic lucky charm in a sense, right? So then it kind of became a little bit of insignia, and it became lucky, and it became your identity. So I think for sure, a headband travels and carries over, and it becomes kind of your like little secret weapon in your tool belt, of any type of superstition or magic or whatever you want to call it, so you get a lot of wins out of it. You get a lot of trips with it. I mean, it's some sort of weird thing, the headband phenomenon. Maybe it could be like a full-on fashion statement one day, where you're wearing bandanas on the street, like women wear purses.
Certainly, Oliver, you forming Hormesis has helped inspire me to start Paintball Nerd. You and Alex sent me a headband, and Alex wrote a note in there, and it made me feel like remembered. I think that's all any of us want, in paintball is to be remembered,
Totally.
And I felt like, man, like these guys that I look up to made me like really feel like I mattered. And I felt like I wanted to, at that point, like I want to find a way to give back to the sport in my own special way, because I love paintball and I'm kind of a paintball nerd. Maybe I can give back that way. So
Totally.
I would say certainly that you have created a ripple effect. I mean, at least in my life. So I'm certainly thankful for that. Oliver, what would you say that you're most thankful for that paintball has brought you?
Yeah, definitely just the confidence that it's given me, because I feel like that's such a key element to a lot of things in life, and also it taught me how to not be overconfident, being able to boost myself enough to have faith and believe in myself, but not become an arrogant, jerk, right? Because I saw what happens if you do that, especially within the industry and within the sport, it doesn't really get you so far. Yeah, I just feel like confidence is such an element of value, especially in this day and age, like you got to be confident in the way that you show up every day into life.
Yeah.
And paintball taught me how to be confident. It brought me out of my shell of a little kid who didn't have brothers or sisters, or, who didn't have community, who didn't have any sort of, mentorship or guidance. And now all of a sudden, in a very small amount of time, I have all those things,
Yeah.
And not only have them, but I'm able to, give it to others also. So confidence for sure.
You have a favorite player?
Definitely. Ryan's definitely my favorite player.
Yeah.
Because Ryan is, he's my protagonist, antagonist of my career. He's, the person who, it was Alex and I, it was Yosh and Ryan. And then kind of we came in, and Ryan was head and shoulders better than all three of us for sure at that point, at the beginning stages. So, Alex and I were chasing to get better than him. I mean, he was good, like already. So, my whole career has been, well, between Alex and Ryan, definitely, that trifecta of our dynamic has made us all amazing players, because, we're all kind of competing against each other and with each other at the same time. So it's an interesting dynamic. But I feel like Ryan, because he's not only an excellent player, no doubt, but he's really just the iconic professional paintball player.
Is there anything that you want to part with for the paintball community?
Get inspired and figure out how to show up in however that means, whether it's making a brand and a company, or whether it's being a referee or doing something here online. It's like there's so many of us, and there's so much to do, and there's so much to give, and there's so many people to connect with, and so many people to even inspire others. So the more you're doing your life, the more that you're showing up and being who you are meant to be, that inspires more other people. So it's like, it's a win-win. So everybody get out there and start giving yourselves and figuring it out. It might take some time, but it's part of the process.